Hey, what's up? Daniel here. Recently, I was researching and doing some studies on billionaires, on Vatican, and all the things that are happening lately worldwide. So, on my research, I was going deeper on Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, Luke Palmer, Sam Altman, and Mark Zuckerberg. And I find out that on the New Zealand, Peter Thiel with some associates, they bought many lands on New Zealand. And when you see all the earthquake and the climatic chaos, climatic change, the heat waves on Europe, the earthquake worldwide, not only in Venezuela. In Venezuela, it was the apex recently, but it's also happening in Rio, in Japan, in United States, near to California, California State. So when you see all the signs, and years ago we had this channeling on the future patterns, the future tendencies. And we see it happening now. We see the increasing of earthquakes, of climatic convulsion, and social convulsion, social chaos. You see that every month, every day that passes on, people are becoming more like animals. Not more people, not more human beings, but just animals that act without thinking, without reflection. And there is a book that I love a lot. It's a book from a king, King Solomon, the the wealthiest, the richest, and the most powerful king on earth, the King Solomon. And there is a lot of wisdom there. And I recommend you to read this book because the wisdom there, you can walk all the turmoil from the past or the present or the future. And do you remember my last videos on King Paimon, the half angelic and half demonic demon, half infernal, half celestial demon, Paimon? I told you that this demon, and I also got some posts in our community page, our community site here in YouTube, in our channel. So I recommend you to also read the post. There is valuable information there and worth knowledge there. And King Paimon, once you work with him, he will make you more wise. How? Reading, studying, researching, and not only one book, not reading one book, but a lot of books. And when you study and research on one book, because of energy of King Paimon in Hebrew, he wants you to go deeper, and that's when you see his angelic energy. You can notice that there is even demons in hell, in infernal realm, that they have to steal celestial heaven essence, heaven energy. King Paimon, Astaroth, City, Lucifer, even Lucifer. It's not full darkness. There is light on Lucifer. Half demonic, half angelic, hybrid. So King Haman, he makes you study on Bible, and not just the Bible, but the aspects of Bible, the Kabbalah, in the Hebrew Kabbalah, the keys that are occult, the names of God, the names of Creator, and how each name change everything between each prophet, each figure on Bible, on the New Testament, the Old Testament, and beyond the Nicaea Council, the Catholic Council that built and chose the books that would be in the Bible. But when you read the book of Enoch, Enoch, his name means the initiated. So why he got the name initiated? Between many figures and even the name Jesus, it is Yeshua, and Yeshua, it means Yah saves, Yahweh saves. It begins with Yod. Yahweh begins with Yod, the letter Yod, and Yeshua also begins with Yod. So Paimon, he gonna make you go deeper, not on the surface of Christianity or surface of another traditions, but he wants you to really be wise on that. And because of this researching on Peter Thiel, all of these billionaires, so I found out that Peter Thiel was buying land, acres on New Zealand. Elon Musk, he bought a lot of lands on Texas, and he wants to make a smart cities. He got out the project of Neuralink, and Neuralink is something that will make a revolution on words. It will make a revolution. Imagine transhumanism, things that you just seen on classics and quotes, pardon me, classic and ancient and quotes movies. And now we are seeing it. We are seeing people controlling machines, controlling computers, controlling technology through neural interface. And there is something that Elon Musk, he says that the things that you do um, with artificial intelligence. So he said that for the robots and artificial intelligence not surpass us, we shall bound it with it. We shall connect, link. That's the key word, link with artificial intelligence. So Neuralink is a revolution. Neuralink will make those that have the implants in their head to have abilities and links in society, in smart cities, in new society, that others that don't have the implants, the neural implants, won't have. The Vatican, I think it was in 2022 or 2023, the Bank of Vatican made a decree that all the money worldwide from Catholic Church should be they should be sending it to the Central Bank of Rome, of Vatican. And what happens, what you should do before a climatic, a worldwide social convulsion, chaos, you should center your resource. Mark Zuckerberg. Let me get closer here. Yeah, it's better. So, Mark Zuckerberg. Think on Mark Zuckerberg. Why, years ago, he was building bunkers? Why would you build bunkers? Why would you isolate from society in Hawaii with bunkers, with creating cow's meat, natural meat? Why in these last years, think about that. In these last years, they are talking more about synthetic meat. Not natural meat, but synthetic. When you control what is in the food, you control inside of you. You know, in African culture, there is a knowledge that there is powerful magic of things that you eat. And so there is some magics that you eat that's magic. The things that you consume, televisions, social media, everything that you consume, it gets inside of you. So what are you consuming? What are you reading? What are you reading? I received a message from a friend of mine from California. She's from, I think it's country, California. She said that recently in the States, in America, she saw news on people eating alive chicken as animals. And there was an accident, an incident, episode, a case on Miami, and it was known as the cannibal of Miami, the cannibal attack. The fucking cannibal, he was eating the another guy's face, literally, bro, literally, what the fuck? I had seen some homeless people, uh, drug addicted people, heavy drugs, like it was in the news, bro, Brazilian news. The maggots, literally the maggots. I'm not joking on you. I cannot joke on that. That's sad, bro. Fucking maggots was eating the motherfucker alive. What the hell? So you can sense, you can feel the shadows, the lower class shadows are consume people's souls, consume people's minds. How many people you saw there in Hollywood that had too much money? They could buy everything. They could buy every car, every house. They could buy even Brazil. If they were billionaires, they could even buy Brazil. And how many people they took their life away? That's when the shadows they consume you. Do you think, do you really think that the billionaires that those in elite, those in power, do you really think they don't know what is coming? They don't know what's happening next, what is happening in society. Why They building and constructing and make advanced military technology. Example, DARPA. Why these missing scientists? They were working on anti-gravity technology. Mm. So when you link the patterns, when you link the points, you can understand better. And I am a person that I like to read a lot. I love reading. Since I was a child, I always loved reading because I think that your knowledge, what you know, what you consume through reading, no one can take it out your mind. That's something that my grandfather said to me. He said that the things you learn, the things that you have in your mind, that you educate yourself through reading, people cannot take it off your mind. Why do you think we have free social medias? There is a quote, I think it's worldwide, I don't know if it's only in Portuguese in Brazil. There is a quote that says, if you are not paying for this service, if it is for free, you are the product. You are the service. You are the product. They are consuming you, consuming your soul. And I noticed that since the revolution of internet, the social medias, we have to so quickly information scrolling on our eyes, and that's horrible for your head, your mental, your emotional, your feelings. It make you a drug addict. And I'm being for real talk. When you go to research on the effects of the smartphones, of the technology that we have now, that we consume, the social medias, it has the similar effect on cocaine. Cocaine, bro, cocaine. Cocaine, it makes your brain shrinks. You become an animal. When you feel the creation of God, the creation of Yahweh, El Shaddai, you can feel peace. Your spirit can feel so glad. Your soul, your mind, when you feel, when you ground, you do the grounding on the nature of God. Look to the youngest generations, and not just the youngest, the oldest. If someone maybe do a post a picture saying, claiming like, now the sky is green, I think that a lot of people will believe the sky is green or the sky is purple, even though we are seeing most of us, pardon me, most of us are seeing the sky is blue. So social media is a psyops. Internet a psyops. Internet, before it became public to the masses, to everyone, public, free, it was in the hands of the military, American militaries. Why do you think the Americans they got the most powerful currency nowadays? Why do you think in America, based in America, there is advanced technology, advanced military industry complex underground, deep underground military bases? Think about that. So let's go on transhumanism. Transhumanism. How many people, and I do it right now, I am not hypocrite, I am sincere with you. How many people right now you see when you go on the street, when you go on the shopping, when you go to shopping, when you go everywhere, even in sacred place as temples, everywhere you go. And I am being sincere with you. I hold it in my hands. How many people do you see with the eyes staring, empty eyes staring on smartphones? Like people, lots of people cannot think by themselves. They need to think by what the politics said, what the that famous people said, what the Hollywood movie actor said, what the that person or this person said. Why that's happening? Why? I think that's the question. Why, what, how, when? The basic questions that everyone should be doing it. So you see that in nowadays the technology is connected with humans outside computers, smartphones, social medias, internet, television, the network, all of this. And also it's happening nowadays, it's getting inside of us. It's becoming transhumanism. Not more just humans, not just 100 humans, but half humans, half alien, half human, half cybernetic, half cyborg, half robot. How many movies in predictive programming, in the movies they show the transhumanism, the machines connecting with clay, with human body, because we are made of clay. We are fragile. Our body will pass away one day. Remember that. Memento mori, memento vivere. In Latin, it means remember that you're gonna die one day, and remember to live until you die, until you pass away. R.I.P. Rest in peace. And this is the new society. The new society, the new society, it is technological, private companies, no more bureaucracy, no more politics with the souls, no. This is from old society. We are right now, we are in space between the old society and the new society. The new society is transhumanism, robots, artificial intelligence. And when you go on technology news, current news, latest news, they are saying about 2027 being the years of robots, the years that robots will be in our house. They are already in our house, but it will be more common to see more robots everywhere you go. You can see that in America, United States, in China, in first world countries. Artificial intelligence, advanced technology. Who do you think is the creator of the advanced technology? The humans? Yeah, the humans through reverse engineering. But that technology, it came from outer space, other worlds, from the aliens. They have this advanced technology. I had seen it. Anti-gravity, how they can move between one country to another country in just a blink of eyes. How they do a distortion on time and on the space. So they bring closer one space to another, they open a window and they pass through the window. They do not move through the air to one space to another. They make this the point A to the point B to become closer. They have advanced technology, high technology, it is a special technology. But also it's not human technology, and that's why it's consumed the human brain, the human mind, the human body, the human soul. The the luxury nowadays, the luxury nowadays is not having, it's not having uh, technologies, because the when you see the billionaires, they like to live in nature. Watch Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, where he bought his lands. Where? He's not bought his lands on New York, on Los Angeles, on Miami, on London, on Paris. No, on New Zealand. And the old society is that analogic, bureaucratic, politics, uh, this fucking system, this fucking dying system, it is not working no more. People are waking up. This old society is dying, gonna die, pass away soon. Some people are awakened, and some people are sleeping. And when you look to Jesus, even Jesus, he did not save it everyone. People have this misconception on some figures, but when you go to research it and study it yourself, sincerely, with an open heart, an open mind, when he was dying on the cross, the bandit, the robber, on one side, he was doing mockery on him. He was mocking Jesus. But the another one was being humble. There is humbleness. He was humble with Jesus. He said, "This guy do not deserve it." He knew he was pure. He had purity. That's in the book. Just read it. Just a bit. It is in the book. Just read it. You do not need. I always say that you don't need to believe me. Go there, do your research, do your practice, do your theory. Find out the truth. So let's think a little. If right now in the old society, the technology is already consumed a lot of people's minds, feelings, emotions, and souls. Imagine when this technology gets inside of you, in your brain, in your crown. Your brain is your crown, it's your head, it's your capital. Capital in Latin, capita, capit, it means your head. In Italian and Latin, your head, your center, the ones that controls, that think, your head. So this is the future that is building right now, and we're gonna see in 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030. and the following it will gonna following be following the next years, year by year. Transhumanism, advanced technology, aliens, robots, cyborgs, hybrids. I got a question for you. What will be your purpose and your mission in this dying old society in between the transition, the revolution, because there's gonna be a revolution, and the new society? What will be your role? See you soon and bye bye.